This is Ivan Combe. In 1959, he formed Combe Incorporated in White Plains, New York. Combs, with the help of a chemist named Kedzie Teller, was able to create Clearasil in 1950. And in 1960, the company was purchased out by Richardson Vicks. In 1975, Clearasil hired Wolfman Jack to be their spokesman. Now, Wolfman Jack was a very famous radio DJ who had this deep voice. Hey, is the Wolfman, ow! And he was very famous in a lot of pop culture, appeared on sitcoms and in movies like American Graffiti. He also was parodied on Sesame Street.
All right. This is your buddy, Jackman Wolf, welcoming you to the Sesame Street Rock and Roll Request Show.
In 1985, Procter & Gamble acquires Vicks Richardson, which includes Clearasil. Acne medications have a long history of connecting with professional wrestling. Here, Clearasil sponsored the WWF show Unforgiven.
And now, Clearasil presents WWF Unforgiven.
I love this ad. So this is a very old ad, and they're saying that, you won't have to hide your face anymore. But man, if this doesn't look familiar with the guy with that thing and then the woman just tying her hair and pretending it's a mask, I feel like I saw that at the grocery store at least once. Clearasil's personality of the month, it's Kathy Higgins, and the junior prom was right around the corner for her.
You got a date, skin's looking great, cause Clearasil's ace, face to face. See you at 8, skin's looking great, CJ's in place.
This was one of the big slogans for Clearasil. It was, oh no, Clearasil, oh yes. So this rather cool, artistic-looking magazine ad appeared in a lot of magazines. You may have seen it, flipping through a copy of Entertainment Weekly at the waiting room of your doctor. What was neat about it was very artsy, had all the words that wrapped around, and as you got closer, they started to have more to do with acne. And then it ends with Clearasil, and they had the little pad right there that you could touch. Now, when you print a magazine ad, to have a cutout and have a different kind of fabric in there, that's very expensive. So this cost a lot more, but it was very recognizable. This is the Clearasil Secret Bomb Sweepstakes. You could win a 1968 Dodge Dart.
The Clearasil face wash? Why don't you use the soap you got in there? Because Clearasil Daily Face Wash foams away dirt and oil way better than soap. Cool. So pass it over, will you?
This ad gives you a good look at what the pads look like. I love this. On day 1, you got zits. On day 2, you got zit. And then you just got a Z. The complexion cream that'll make you scream. It's Firasil in Witch's Formula. This is a Wacky Packages. Wacky Packages was a whole set of trading cards with stickers on them, and they would parody lots of famous things, and that's a good one. For skin that's out of this world, they had Queerasil. And if you were a clown with acne, Wacky Packages had you covered with Clearasil. All right, we're going to cover other acne medications, but first, I don't want to leave without telling you about the other accomplishments of Clearasil's co-creator, Ivan Combs. He also started Odor Eaters and Just for Men hair cream. And that's Raleigh Fingers. I don't know if you guys recognize him. He was a baseball player, a pitcher for the Oakland A's. He had a big mustache that went up like this.
If you like sports, you can win $100 right now in your home. Just go to the phone and dial this number, Kelly's Phone Quiz. Use your push buttons to answer 9 sports trivia questions, and we'll pay you $100.
In 1959, a company in New York called Len and Fink creates Stridex. Now, Stridex was different from Clearasil at that time. At that time, Clearasil was a cream, and Stridex was going to be a pad. And previously, medicated pads like that, you would need a prescription for.
Great wipeout. Mr. Americana, Dusty Rhodes, a man skilled in many professions, but as his unfortunate opponents have found out, his true calling is in the ring. Dusty Rhodes doing battle for the common man.
Here's an ad talking about that. They say, do you want your pimples to show or do you want them to go? And you can see there's a nurse there. This is very formal. And it says that with creams, it'll make your face greasy, but this will take that grease away. Stridex also worked with the WWF. Here's King Kong Bundy. He's saying, hey, Zithead. This is a pretty cool ad for a Stridex sweepstakes. You could get a car, you could get a motorcycle, you get a really cool stereo, but you had to be under the age of 19. These companies have to market to teens. Obviously, that's their audience, and so very smart to go after them. Here's another way that they did. They put out a special issue of the X-Men.
You don't want an acne medication that dries up your skin while clearing your zits. Discover Proper pH, a proven acne fighter that moisturizes with alpha hydroxy and aloe.
No zits, great skin.
Here's a skincare product from back in the day, Proper pH, and there they've got a mermaid. You may remember this Garbage Pail Kid. It's Garbage Pail Kid, so you have to have two. You have Acne Amy, and then you have Ghastly Ashley. And boy, she's got quite a complexion. But after she used these fine products, look at how she glows. But it all comes full circle because her baby is going to need some Stridex. Here's one of those creams. This was called Centaur, and it nipped pimples in the bud. Here's Fostex medicated cream.
How to speak Australian. Guppy.
Acne medication.
Foster's Australian for
Acne medication.
Barnes Hind Comed acne medication. Boy, that just rolls off the tongue. It's such a catchy name. Wonder why they weren't sponsoring SummerSlam.
Super-sized Stridex Pads presents WWF SummerSlam.
I like this ad. I like it wiping away the acne. This was for Noxema. Who says you're stuck with acne pimples? This was for a company called TheraBlend.
Hey, dude, for the yearbook picture Friday, how about these?
Yeah, how about these? Couple of beauties. Immortalized in the yearbook.
You've got time.
Time to what?
Oxecute 'em.
Yes, Oxecute pimples with Oxy pads. Watch through the microscope as Oxy's powerful medicine breaks up zit-breeding oil, so you can wipe it out of existence with your Oxy pad.
Oxecute 'em.
Sure, you've heard of Oxy pads, but here's epoxy. It'll glue your pimples together. By the way, if you like these videos, go ahead and be like the Fonz and go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That'll really help me out. I got to tell you about this classic movie, The Groom Wore Spurs. And the reason why I want to mention this is because the next joke is based on this. There was an episode of Cheers, and it was called The Groom Wore Clearasil. And it was about Carla's son was about to get married, and Carla was trying to talk him out of it.
You two stay totally apart just for 2 weeks. Then, at that time, if you still want to get married, I'll give you my blessing. Oh, God. Our burning love will keep you alive, Anthony.
I love these Garbage Pail Kids. There are other Garbage Pail Kids that have bad complexions. I think she was the most famous one. Look at this stuff. I gotta show this off at one point in time. Most unlikely to succeed award. I have a pretty good Garbage Pail Kids collection. I was so obsessed with them for a short period of time. All right, well, that's gonna do it for this one. Hope you enjoyed this interesting skincare product to talk about. Did you ever stop to think about what Mr. Clean was like as a child? Do you need to know the canonical backstory of Mr. Clean? Because it's going to pop up on this side. If you don't watch that one, YouTube says this is what is best for you. I don't know. I think I know it. I think Mr. Clean is what you want to look at his bald head. You want to learn all about it? Click there. I'll see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock.